Right, we're back with some Friday mods. So the first one we've got in front of us here is the Storinator Storage Silo by Gamer Designs, 9.47 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along a touch just to get to it. So there it is, 10 grand to place down. It's going to hold 300,000 litres. Now this is going to do your usual shenanigans: wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, olives, sunflower, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beet cut, sugar cane, seeds. Take a breath. Total mixed ration: forage, chaff, wood chips, silage, grass, hay, straw, snow, road salt, lime, pig food, stone, mineral feed, manure and solid fertiliser. Man, that's a list of things that it can do. Although, to be fair, none of that is from a production chain. So it's going to be like your loose crop stuff with a couple of extras thrown in for good measure. But that being said, load in, load out at the front, 300,000 litres, only going to cost you 10 grand. I like the little shed round the back. I mean, that's nice and cheap for you. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard Tramline Buster. This is by IJ Creative Design, 4.47 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under subsoilers. So this requires 150 horsepower from your tractor. It's got a 2.6 metre working width. Now, before we go wild with the 3 metre warning, it says on a website, a twin-legged subsoiler made by Lizard. Yeah, fair enough. It's designed to reduce compaction in the field, but you can also use it to mark tram lines for your sprayers. That's interesting, because obviously it's going to hook up to the 3-point there. There's nothing on the back, mind you. So if you can get a planter or a seeder that's got an attachment on the back, you could do some tram lines. Oh, that's interesting. 7 mile an hour working speed, going to cost you 7.5 grand to buy. The options you got there are usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres, although it's not a lot going on, to be fair, but it's interesting. You can hook it up to some tram lines that can really go into the whole immersive sense of the game. Oh, I like that. Very nice. Right, next up is Front Cultivator. This is by Dutch Modding Inc. and Jornpuft. 4.06 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these, as you can imagine, under cultivators. So it requires 70 horsepower from your tractor, 4.5 metre working width, 10 mile an hour working speed. The only options you've got there are main colour, so you go for whichever one you want. Like that does the mainframe. 16,995 to buy. Now, the thing about this is it attaches to a 3-point on the front of your tractor, and then you can have seeder or planter, whatever, on the back. 2 jobs in one pass. Oh, that's all right. I mean, that's a time-saving element into that. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard Bale Trailer Pack. This is by Lazy E Modding, 3.87 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these two, as you can imagine, on the bale loaders. So we've got a gooseneck version and a bumper pull version. So we go into the gooseneck one. Obviously, they're both the same. This one's going to cost you 4.5 grand. The only option you've got is to change the main colour. So you go for whichever one you want out of those. And then, obviously, the bumper pull version, slightly less material required in the framework. So it's only going to cost you 4 grand. Again, same colour options. Now, this is a little bit different, mind you. And I've got one hooked up to this tractor here. Now, obviously, it's there. Jobs are good. Now, what you do is if you detach it, it then stays level in place. So if you're like a one tractor, one man band farm, you could then leave it there at the side of the field and then drive away and go load it up. But what you can also do, once you've got it attached, if you do L, B and B, lower the trailer, you tip it on the side. And then you go get your, well, if you're using that tractor or not, you go load it that way. Although I may have picked up this bale in the wrong direction, so we'll get rid of that. We'll come round the side for it. Here we go, it's my bale stacking, terrible as usual. So we'll go and hook this up like that, straight in the side. There you are. So you can just load it on the side like that. Load it down. Job's a good one. Then we'll get out there. Then we'll come back round to the tractor, put the straps on, and then fold it up. And then away you go. Oh, that's a little different. I do like that though. It's very interesting. Loading side on with your bales. Oh, very nice. Right, next up is the Massey Ferguson 6S. This is by KRKZ Modding, 21.47 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it on the medium tractors. So it's got a 135 horsepower engine, 34 mile an hour top speed. It's going to cost you 125 grand of your hard-earned coinage to buy. You then got the options there. Configuration, standard, 170 kilo front weight, 280, 390, 500, 610, 720, 830, 850, front hydraulic, or back to standard. You've got your usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. And we'll come down, we've got roof set up, so default roof, GPS infrastructure roof, roof with GPS, or default. Don't really mean much to us on console, but alright, carry on. Then you've got wheel offset, no, yes 2, 3, or yes, or no. So it's put some spaces on the back to be fair. Then we've got front loader attaches, no, quickie, power, or no. Then engine setup, so 135 is standard, 135 with a Dyna VT gearbox. You've got a Dyna 6 as standard gearbox, right. Then we've got the VT gearbox, right, what's the difference? Then we've got the 145 with a Dyna 6 and then a VT gearbox, 155 with a Dyna 6 and then a VT, 165 with a 6 and then a VT, 180 with a VT, 135 with a Dyna 6. So you got different options with different gearboxes, but alright, we'll just go for whichever one you want, fair enough. Then you come down to main colour, and I've gone right past it. There we are, that's better. So you can now pick any one of these, so you go for whichever one you want. Then you got the design colour, we'll go with black, changes those panels on the front. That's alright, that is. Nice medium tractor. And next up is the New Holland TC59. This is by Schleuters Modding and J3D Modding. 36.44 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these under 3 different categories. So you've got a header trailer, you've got a harvester header, and then the actual harvester itself. So going to the header trailer like that. So it's going to cost you 4.5 grand. Obviously going to hook up to your header for you. Change the main colour from yellow, yellow, or yellow. So we've got New Holland Old, and then New Holland Reformed. They look all the same, but alright. And you got rim colour, cut white, yellow, 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 or black. Ah, black one looks alright. And we'll come out of that and we'll go to the header, the Superflex 23. So it's got a 7.5 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 42.5 grand. You then got the options there, side stickers, original, new, or none. And we'll come down to alert. So we've got original, Model 2, well, that don't really seem to be changing much, to be fair. Start back the original. Around the back. I'll put those stickers on the side there, right. Original, Model 2, 3, or back to original. Then you've got real, you've got old, new. Alright, slightly different, fair enough. And main colour, yellow, yellow, or yellow. And then real colour, black, yellow, or yellow. So you go for whichever one you want. Then we'll come out of that and we'll go into the harvester itself, the TC59. So it's got a 225 horsepower engine, 18 mile an hour top speed, 7,000 litre grain tank, 195 grand to buy. You then got the usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. We'll come down to side stickers, so spin it around. So we've got original, front, new, or back to original. Then you've got back stickers, original, name and logo, triangle and name, or back to original. And you've got cover stickers. So we've got original, Hydro Plus, all-terrain. Where's the all-terrain one then? Oh, there we are. All-terrain's on that one, or back to original. And you've got windows, original, new, medium, dark, used, or back to original. So that's the tint. And you've got beacons, original, front, back, side, or original. Then you've got extinguisher, original, left, right, all. Alright, where's the extinguishers? Ah, there we are. Round the back. Fair enough. So you've got original, left, oh, on that side, yeah. Hiding behind that pipe. Right, or both. Fair enough. Then we've got reversing beep, no or yes. Then you've got seat, so spin it back round. Original, leather, leather 2, 3, tissue. Why do you want tissue? That's going to rip, but all right. Tissue 2, 3, or original. Then you've got your main colour, yellow, yellow, yellow. They're all yellows, but all right. Grain tank, you can have black or yellow. That bit on the top. Then the rim colour, white, yellow, or black. Again, I mean, older style one. It's not massive on the grain tank, but yeah, you can fit that into your role play. Doing it very nicely. Right, the last mod for the day is the John Deere STS 70 series. This is by Sid Modding, 35.92 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find this under harvesters. So it's got a 230 horsepower engine, 19 mile an hour top speed, 10,603 litre grain tank to start with, 162 coinage to buy. You then got the options there: grain tank extensions, no. Brazil support, so that's the same as before, all right. We then got Brazil cover. We then got Mora, which takes it up to 13,215. Tip up Mora static, so 15,330. Crowry big top, 15,800. Factory static, 13,200. Full Mora tip up factory static, that's a long name, 15,800 again. And then back to no extension. Then you got the usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres, although, see if we can, yeah, there we are. Got some tracks on it. Oh, let's put that to the big one. Oh, that looks ace. Then we come down, we've got CB radio, no or yes. Puts that sort of thing in the cab. Then we've got exhaust. We'll spin it around like that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back to 1. Then we've got beacon lights. So we've got no or yes. Puts those on the back there. Then we've got triangle, no or yes. Puts that on the back there. Then we'll come down, we've got green star. We'll spin it around. That's better. No or yes. Puts that on the front. Although that's the GPS. Don't really mean much to us on console. Then we've got numbers. So we've got 1, and then that goes up to 6. Then we've got rear hitches. So spin that around. So we've got no. Standard. Static left side hitch extension. Static center hitch extension, or no. So if you wanted to have a big header on a trailer, you need to get an extension on the back. Then you've got engine setup, so 230, 265, 305, 360, 440, or back to 230. You then got pipe, so we've got the normal one there, the 5.6 meter, 6.9, 6.9 foldable, 7.9, then back to 5.6. Then you've got rear axis, so we've got standard, wide, or back to standard. Then your chopper tailboards, regular vane tailboard, or standard. Advanced power cast tailboard, or regular vane. Oh, that looks alright, a little something different. Yeah, I like that. I mean, especially with the tracks as well. Now the tracks, and then we'll have that massive pipe at the back. That would be ace. Oh, very nice. Right, we've got a few updates today. So the first one is extended oil plant. This is by Jump Fruit, and in particular, that's added soybean oil, which is very nice indeed. A Grey Mill Plus by Mac Trucker 921. Got commodity storage by Missy B. Got Barmouth Garage by Matej Mods. We've got tool height control for headers by DD Mod Passion. We've got the Brentner TA16051 XXL by Agrar Design Austria. We've got the Yunkari J16J18 by FarmMarie99. We've got the John Deere 2410 by JA Modding. Got the Massey Ferguson 5600 series by CNG Mods. Got the Massey Ferguson M series by KRKZ Modding. We've got the Swather Pack by BC Bueller. And the last update is Avon Valley by Missy B and Vulcan 95. Now, there's no mention of a new save game, so that's all right. Here's our current testing list. That's with Giants. There's 3 on there. Although that Black River, does that sound like a map? Oh, that looks nice. Very nice. So that's your mods done for you. Drop it in the comments below. Which one's your favourite? We'll see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.